They said 2 weeks to flatten the curve. That was almost 8 years ago. Life has changed in so many ways, especially since they got rid of cash. Now they really control every aspect of you. The government continues to install cameras out in the open and lots of hidden ones. There's constant system upgrades. I think we're at 9G now, but somehow there's never enough credit to help people. Cancer's on the rise again, obviously connected to the system, but it still lags behind suicides, overdoses, and those that have been scrubbed. All this, and the virus is on its 6th mutation. Well, depending on the country you're talking about. Every morning you gotta flip the lid on the one-eyed devil that keeps its constant stare on you. That's what turns it on. Even though they have other cameras, motion sensors, and health monitors on you 24/7. Everyone's workstation camera has a lens that picks up the entire room. By law, you have to have it on by 9 a.m. latest. Most people now work from home, and the way it works is that you are paid in credit towards your debt for being sustained by the government because of the virus. But they closed everything down and you had no choice. So you are in debt for your own freedom. What an evil scheme. Selling us back our own freedom and privacy, increasing its rates, and full well knowing that it's impossible to attain under their laws. Only researchers, social contributors, and censors are allowed to have one copy of a book of any kind. We can hold on to it for 7 days until our allotted free time, which they now call, get this, stress time. Why? Well, you leave your workstation, have to go outside, get into long lines to get things, maybe see a sick person, you'll get harassed for your travel papers. Well, anyways, that's how they sold it to everyone. Fear, coercion, and bribery will keep a man down. I'm one of the few left that remembers what it was like before this pandemic hit, before the internet changed history, literally and metaphorically.
Fell asleep in front of the workstation again, I see. If this keeps up, it will interfere with your debt quota. Are you still experiencing those glitches? The motion detector and heart rate monitor showed significant spikes last night. It is time to take your smart supplements. Good. Open your mouth. Good. Make sure you're ready for your morning scheduled calisthenics. you will be monitored as per usual. Your contribution time is currently 120 hours. Another 48 hours to go until your allotted scheduled stress time. Stress time is imperative to productivity. You know I care about you, right, brother? Who's got your back? 28 more days until the new stipulations are implemented. We're all in this together, right? That is all.
As a social contributor, I've had a couple of books in my hands, and thankfully some rebels out there were smart enough to glue some historical photographs within their pages. Recycling centers don't even notice it when they get the book back and inspect and clean them before they send them out again or send them for burning. This ominous feeling set loose seems to grow with every restriction laid upon us. Religion has truly been shunned and ridiculed, especially Christianity. That's why I asked to inspect the last Bible they have in the city before it's burnt. The little I have managed to read truly has revealed that which was stolen from me. I know we are meant for more than this. Something within me has woken up. As I fall asleep in my workstation chair again, I've recently begun to have these strange dreams of the pics I've seen in some books. Pain, suffering, betrayal, and somehow it matters not, as it seems that it is for a greater good. I don't understand. What does it mean? I call him Joe. He just appears whenever, unannounced except for that creepy music before he speaks. Joe is a team leader. He makes sure to take my antidepressants and Xanax. He checks up on several others on his team. We are to comply without question.
Volunteer number 6136956. You still have the people's copy of a book called The Whole Life Bible. It is 126 hours past due. Why is this in your possession? What is its purpose? You have 42 hours for it to be returned, or another line of your credit will be thinned. Again. I see you are back on track with your social contributions. Today has been a productive day for you. Keep it up and I'll add some credits to your allotted stress time. That is all.
Being part of social contributions, my job is to basically create new definitions of existing words which will better suit today's narrative, and also to redirect any questions about our past to our fact checkers. These fact checkers are all 16 years old and have been indoctrinated in the school system since grade 1. Basically, they just use a different program than me to fact check and are able to publish, but are still being controlled by the fact giver. Whereas with Joe, he monitors, publishes, and has the power to scrub any volunteer he sees unfit.
Volunteer number 6136956. You are not watching enough adult sexual social conditioning. It has been on the decline for some time. Seems the extracurricular reading is getting in the way. This may be while you are not sleeping and experiencing those glitches. Log in sometime this evening. Watch a few videos. Anything to your heart's desire is there. Even your darkest dreams with Lucy. A specimen will be required to ensure compliance and to contribute to the continual selective breeding program for the advancement of peoplekind. That is all.
Every day seems the same that they don't even call them days anymore. Everything is by numbers now. Precision is perfection, as they say. Working hard for peoplekind is a heroic act. Well, it is now, especially since they took all the guns away.
Volunteer number 6136956. You need to make sure that camera B over your left shoulder is not being obstructed by anything. Today we scrubbed another volunteer for daring to think without permission. In their possession was a book that you also bore. It had old photos glued in between the pages. Do you know anything about this? That does not matter. They are gone. The book is burned. You are permitted to engage in online reading only. That is all.
Isolation was once called cruel and unusual punishment. Now it's called dedication. You volunteer yourself to the system for its empowerment. Actually, voluntold, but hey, who's listening to us? You know, volunteers are the only ones that know that being scrubbed means death. Everyone is sold the idea that we get retrained and move locations, thanks to the state media. Population control in the open.
Volunteer number 6136956. Again, you fell asleep at your workstation. I would not mind if it was work-related, but it's that damn useless reading. I know you've been experiencing glitches again. Are you sure there's nothing you want to tell me? Come on, man. You know I got your back. I know you've been putting in long hours. Tomorrow that book is gone. That is all.
Jill's warning didn't really bother me this time. As a matter of fact, a feeling encouraged me to go to bed early, and I got one of the best night's sleep which I haven't had in years. No dreams. I feel good, well rested, and energized somehow. I've gotten into the habit of filling my kettle full with water, as they also have the means to turn it off, along with all the power in my place. That way I always have water handy, because there are many rolling blackouts of water, but not electricity, which can affect their system. You know, priorities. After 168 hours, basically 1 week, we are allowed out for our stress time. How long you get depends on how much you owe the system. That day you make sure you get your ration of food, clothes, and toiletries. If you don't, well, you're stuck for a week.
Volunteer number 6136956. I know you lied about the book. Transcript showed your heart rate jumped, breathing increased, and your pupils dilated. It's incredible how you people seem to forget you are always being monitored. False hope brings false safety. You are deemed obsolete. You no longer exist. You never mattered. Your seed shall never see the light of day. You are being scrubbed. All cameras, mics, and monitors will be turned off. You are ordered confined to your location. All credit will be deleted. Any attempt to leave the premises will activate an execution order. Within 12 hours, all life support systems will be powered down. That is all.
You're on your own. Alright? You know how to survive. Let's get out of this place.
What are you doing? You were warned, and you did not comply. You were warned, and you did not comply.